all we were thinking about going into the bye week is how we can get better and how we could prepare for Iowa. And I think we did a really good job, getting better and looking at what we did the past 6 weeks and improving on that.
Yeah. Every room is different. I'm sure everyone feel they're the best room. Talk about what's unique about you guys' tight end room and your coach as well.
The tight end room, we're very dynamic when it comes to like an offensive place and offensive unit. We're a receiver and we're also like an offensive lineman. And, we have some really good players in this tight end room. Jack Velling, I'm sure you guys know. And then Coach Waz has done a really, really good job with us, building us up not only in the pass game but in the run game.
Okay, thanks a lot.
You're welcome. Yeah.
Brennan, you've gained some experience, more experience in the last few games than you did in the beginning of the season. How do you feel like you've come along the last few games, and what are you looking forward to improving on come the second half of the season?
Yeah, I feel like everybody in the tight end room has done a really good job, bringing up like blocking. I think that was one weakness we had, and I think we've done a really, really good job, improving that and showing that in the games.
Speaking of blocking, Wozniak was talking about sort of the loss of Michael and everything he brings from that perspective. Can you just kind of speak to his loss and how you're looking to maybe fill that void?
Yeah, Mike's a great player, very physical, strong guy, great role model, and kind of trying to step in his shoes and kind of mimic what he was doing in the beginning of the year. And it sucks that he's injured right now, but hopefully we can get him back soon and we can start building up.
What do you see from Iowa on film? They're obviously very consistently one of the better defenses in the conference. What do you see from them?
They do what they do. They're a great defense. They're physical, strong, and we just got to show up and be physical and strong too. That's our game. We're Michigan State Spartans, so that's what we got to show up and do that.
How close is this offense to kind of? It's been a fine line. You've moved the ball, had some explosive plays. How close is this offense to being pretty good?
It's really close. We always talk about it like we can't beat 10-1. We can't beat everybody doing their job and then have one player not doing their job. So we got to all click, all do our job, and it's really close. It's really close.
What have you seen from Aiden as the season's gone along?
He's just become a really good leader. He's taking control of the offense. He's running it like the quarterback that he is. He's a great quarterback, great leader, and I'm looking forward to what he can do the next couple of weeks.
Do you think the bye week came at a good time?
Yeah, it came at a great time. I thought it was a good week to just learn and get better at what we weren't doing the best in the beginning. But I do think we won the bye week, as Coach Smith was saying, and I think we're prepared and ready to go this week.
How do you win the bye week?
You gotta rest, recover, and then look back at what you did and what you didn't do. Kind of. We had a bunch of 10-1 plays, like I was talking about earlier, and just correcting those and making sure we're all doing our job.
3-0 start, 3 losses since. How big is in halfway point? How big is this?
It's huge. We all know what we can do. We all know what we can show up and play with, and we just got to do that. This would be a big win for us, and they're a great team, but I think we've got it.
Iowa's always got a great defense, but you've played some really good defenses so far. How much has that prepared you?
It's prepared us a lot. We've played some really good defenses, like you said, and I think, like I said earlier, we're prepared and ready to go.
Wozniak was saying that you were kind of, more unavailable in the spring. Can you just kind of walk me through just sort of your progression this offseason? Where you were in the spring, fall camp, and are you feeling 100% now?
Yeah. So I was banged up a little bit during the spring, and then kind of leading into fall. I'm feeling 100% now, and I'm ready to go. And whatever position they need me in, I'm ready to go and try and do my best at it.
Can you talk a little bit about your relationship with Jack, getting to know him over the last few months, and as a veteran in that room, how has he helped you?
He's helped me tremendously. He's a great teammate and a great leader. He's one of the guys you look up to, right? Like he comes in, he's always doing the right thing, and he's a great tight end, and it's just a great role model to have.
Wozniak said something about you being able to pick stuff up pretty easily. Is that something you've noticed about your game or progressing?
Yeah, I feel like I was able to pick up this offense pretty quick, and I also think Coach Wozniak does a great job teaching it. And that's what you want as a tight end, is just being able to really learn from your coach and take that stuff that he tells you in the tight end meeting room and put it on the field, put it on tape.
Is it easier with him being a former player in this conference even?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he knows the tight end position in and out, and it's really nice to learn from a tight end, because it's not the easiest position on the field. So when he's teaching us and he's been through it, it makes it a lot better.
Thank you.
Yeah.
What's up, Brennan? Good to see
What's
you,
up?
man.
Good to see you too.
What sort of things did you guys, when you had the time of the bye week to dig deep a little bit and review, just what sort of things came out from that, from you guys, yourself, of course, but as a position, as an offense, what sort of takeaways?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, we had a lot of 10-1 plays, which is what we say. There's 10 players doing their job and one player not. And I mean, it was throughout the entire office. It wasn't one specific position group, but I think we did a really good job correcting that, and we're going to show that this week.
Wozniak was mentioned that Lindgren was saying that his sort of message to you guys as an offense was like that things are close, closer than maybe you realize, I guess, with some of the way some of the games have played out. Were you able to see that as well as that sort of the universal thought?
Yeah, definitely. Everybody on the team is thinking that we're really close, and we really do have everything we need in this offense, and it has to click, and we have to do our jobs, like I was saying earlier.
I think I heard you say you're 100% now. We've seen you play more. Now you got second half of the season to go. You're going to be playing probably even more without Michael. Not that that's a positive, obviously, but are you excited to sort of see where this last half can take you personally, and how much more growth you can make and all that type of stuff?
Yeah, definitely, and I do think it's going to be a really good second half. We corrected a lot of things as an offense, and I'm just excited to go out there and play. That's really what we're ready to go. So.
What do you feel like you made strides in the first half? Because I know you came in, you were banged up early on or whatever, and you came in and sort of eased your way into it. Just this first half, where do you feel like you made strides?
I really feel like just learning the entire scheme of the offense. I think that was a really big thing that I had to do. Even when I was out, it's just knowing where everything's going and not just knowing the tight end position, but knowing what everybody else is doing. And then in the blocking game, I feel like that's where I've made tremendous improvements.
You guys see them as a physical defense? They've been known as a strong defensive program for a while. Does that help coming out of a bye week, like knowing that there's not a lot of room to just sort of ease into it, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, they're a really good defense. They're really strong, really physical, and we're preparing for that. And we're very strong and very physical. That's what we do, and I think we're ready to go, and it'll be a good game.
Where did you see the difference when, like Ohio State and Oregon, when you're playing teams of that caliber? Where do you notice it once the game starts?
I don't really notice. I think we stack up with anybody in the Big Ten. As you can see, like we held our own, and we're a good team as well. We just got to click and have everybody doing their job.
When you get a bye week like this, does it feel like a sort of a respite and a fresh start and a chance to exhale to come at the right time for you?
Yeah, definitely. And like Coach Smith was saying, we got to win the bye week, and I think we did that. Everybody recovered, but we also got good work in. Looked back at what we didn't do correctly in the beginning of the season and worked on that and corrected it. So.
What is winning a bye week? Like, you got tangible things on a scoreboard, but what wins a bye week for you?
Yeah, looking back and seeing what we didn't do right in the beginning of the season. So, like if there's a specific play, specific kind of scheme that we have to work on, making sure we get that corrected going forward.
I'm sure you've been asked this, but I guess Brian mentioned that you guys have left a lot out there. I guess that's what Coach Wozniak said. What was that message like to your team? How much did it kind of reinforce, I guess, probably what you've experienced and what you've seen?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely reinforced that we're almost there. We're a good team. We got a great quarterback, great leaders, and it's right there. And we can easily just one thing, and it'll be rolling.
How have you seen Aiden develop from game one till bye week?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great quarterback, like I said earlier, a great leader, and he takes control of the offense. He really does, and he's a great player. From the beginning, he's just made big improvements, and I think he's a really good quarterback.
He's a young guy. I mean, you guys are all kind of right around that same age. How much do you spend this time just cleansing your mind and trying to say, okay, this is a 6-game season from here out?
Yeah, I mean, we got 6 games left, and we're ready to roll. We corrected everything that we needed to during this bye week, and we're coming out swinging this week.
Can you be a different group? I mean, just between age and talent level, now that you've got a little more experience, did you feel how much difference can that experience make for you guys going on?
It can make a difference, but like I was saying earlier, it's all there. We know that it's all there. We just got to put it all together and not have 10-1 plays.
so you assume you've probably already been asked this, but with Michael out, obviously, means probably more reps for you. I guess where are you at physically, and where you were, because I think Jonathan had talked about being a little bit behind, but banged up starting the season. So you physically ready for more snaps and all that?
Yeah, I feel 100%. I was banged up in the spring, and I'm ready to go now. It's been hard. Mike's a teammate. Mike's a good friend of mine. He had a really big role in the offense, so I'm hoping he heals up and gets back as soon as possible as well.
You didn't take any reps in the spring, or did you take?
No, I was out in the spring. Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
Just this offense. I mean, obviously it is tight end centric. I mean, how much have you liked playing? I guess in this scheme and what Coach Lindgren wants.
Yeah, I mean, it's everything a tight end could dream of. I mean, you're pretty much the middle of the offense, and coming into it, like that's what they told us, and we just got to keep working at it, and I think it'll show up later, and as we keep moving forward.
How much has that enhanced, I guess, your development, just to the level of engagement you have on one play to the next, knowing that you could get the ball pretty regularly in this offense?
Yeah, I mean it helps, but we're also blocking. We're just trying to do our jobs and help the team out in whatever way we can.
All right, thanks, man.
Watch that Lions game and look for